Okay, so I'm going to be going over April today. For my budget, income is $3,000, bills is $500, spending is $200, house saving is $2,000, and rollover is $300. For household bills, I pay for the phones, gas, and electricity. My parents pay for the internet slash landline, which is about $93. The water slash trash bill, which ranges from $150 to $200. Property taxes, I think, are twice a year, and they are $2,000. So there's no mortgage. And then groceries, my mom says it's $600, but I'm pretty sure she spends more. She goes to Costco and like the real grocery store too. And health insurance, I think it's like $50 for everybody, but I'm not sure. My mom pays for that. And then the pencil are subscriptions. And then my cousin moved out, so I crossed it off. Okay, so I actually wrote it out this time because I'm gonna talk a lot. So my paycheck was $3,133 with 73 cents. But then I got a bunch of extra money, like a bunch. So I got all that. My brother gave me $50 because he used my card. That was cash, so I wrote in pencil. And then for state taxes, I got $260, and for federal taxes, I got $678. I kind of expected that I was gonna get about $700 because for 2019 and 2020, I made about the same amount, which was $20,000. Last year, I was an intern for most of the year. And then I got the stimulus checks for 2020. I got the $1,200 and the $600. I didn't get them originally because I was a dependent for the 2019 year. So once I filed my own taxes in 2020, they gave them back to me, so that was pretty nice. It wasn't a huge surprise because I had been told by a few other people that this was going to happen. So yeah, that was pretty nice. And then I got the 2021 stimulus check, which was $1,400. And I actually didn't think I was gonna get it, or I thought it was gonna get here till like next month because I think I got it like on the 26th or 27th or something. But anyway, that was nice. And then I got another stimulus check. It was $600. This one actually said stimulus in the bank account versus all of these said IRS something. But yeah, I looked it up, and I guess California decided to give us some money. So that was cool. Or like the state government decided to give us money. So that was cool. So yeah, my total was $7,871 with 73 cents, which is crazy. This alone was like a little over $4,000. So yeah. And then for savings, so I did the regular $2,000 from my paycheck. I moved $4,000 that was from taxes slash stimulus into my savings account. So that was a total of $6,000. And so now I have $14,000. And then for my rollover account, this was the leftover for March. So that was $498 with 39 cents. And so now I have $1,794 with 5 cents in the rollover account. And basically the point of this is that once it reaches 2,000, I'm going to move it into my savings. And this is just an account that I would use before touching my real savings. So it's kind of like a pre-emergency savings, if that makes sense. Okay, and then for bills. Okay, so phones were $130. The gas was $71.86, which was way better compared to last month. It was $120 last month. So that was great. And the electricity was $82.55, so it went a little bit down. That's nice. And then Geico was $126.62. I had been paying about $130 for the past few months. I updated my policy, so I'm not sure if this is the new one or what, but that still went down a couple dollars, so that's nice. And then Spotify was $14.99. I guess they're gonna increase it by $1 next month, so that's kind of annoying, but fine. My accountant charged me 50 bucks to file my taxes, and I used cash to pay for that. And then, so yeah, so the total was $426.02, which was pretty nice because my budget is $500, so it was pretty low. And yeah, and then with the cash, it's $476. And then for spending, okay, so for spending, I spent $38.07 on eyeshadow. Then I spent $17.96 on a portable charger. And then my sister went to a yard sale and she got me a few things. And I decided to pay her back because I felt bad. So anyway, so that was $150. She got me salt shakers that were in the form of little houses. So that's already in the shed. And then she also got me some doll measuring cups, which they're like so fucking adorable. Look how cute, look how cute. I already used this one to make cupcakes the other day. Yeah, look how cute. That's the only haul I'll show you this time. Anyway, so yeah, and then my brother got some headphones. So that was $50.01. And yeah, I spent $57.53 on myself for gifts. I spent $30 on flower pots for my mom, and then $35 on a persimmon tree for my dad. And these were anniversary gifts, and they kind of picked them out, and I gave them the money. So yep. And then I gave $2 to Kyle and Javier on their live stream. And then the other part of this was a can opener and a bottle doll. So that was $150. Can opener, I repainted it and it's already in the backyard. I'm not gonna take that. And then my sister got me this bottle that's shaped like a doll, but I'm gonna give it back to her. I clipped part of a plant and I'm going to give it to her. I don't know, it's just kind of creepy, man. I didn't really like it. She kind of looks like the orphanage lady. I gave it $10 to my university pantry. So that was a donation. And then from Amazon, I spent $52.33. I got calendar and PJs for my uncle because his birthday is next month. The calendar's pretty cool. It basically is like a magnet calendar that you can put on your fridge. I think the calendar will be helpful for his job, and I really like that it's not numbered, so like if a week he doesn't want to use it, he doesn't have to. And then the PJs, I feel like it's kind of lame, but I didn't know what to get him. And I did ask him a few times if he could give me some hints. So anyway, yeah. And then my aunt, I got her this organizer, this like clothing organizer. She has a lot of things, so I thought maybe an organizer was like a better present. So I'm gonna give that to her for Mother's Day. And then I also got some hair clips. There were 3 of them. I'm keeping one of them and then giving one to my mom and one to my aunt. Technically, I got $3 off. So I'm not including it in here because technically my clip was free. So yeah. And then I sent $200 to my extended family in Mexico. So adding all of that is $173.36 plus the 65, which is these two. It's $238.36 plus the 200. It's $438.36. Okay. Okay. So for total spent was $799.38, and that was the 426, the 173, and the 200. And the difference between what I mentioned and this was $7,072.35. So my checking account has $1,072.35. My rollover account has 1,794 with 5 cents. Cards are at 0, and then savings are 14,000. I was gonna mention something, but I forgot. Oh yeah, the Amazon thing didn't go through yet, but I just kind of did the math, and that's how much I would have after this goes through. And then so technically on my Chase card I owe this money, but you know, I already counted for that, if that makes sense. And then so for cash, so I start off with $213 in March, and then minus 50 on taxes, minus 30 on pots, minus 35 on tree, plus 50 for headphones. I have $148, and that was minus 65. And for shits and giggles, let's count my money. Let's be a cash stuffer person. Okay, so in here I have this, and then I have this. So in this one I have $100. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, in this one I have $100. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So that's 100. And then in this one I'm gonna put the money that my mom gives me for helping her with her side hustle. So I started helping her yesterday, but that's like May's money. And then in my wallet I have the $48. Oh my god, I don't want you guys to see my cards. Okay, 2, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48. So today that's $148. And then I have coins in here, but whatevs. Okay, so I didn't fill this out because I thought it would be fun to at least have one thing to fill out. Let me go find where I did the maths. My actual paycheck was $3,133 with 73 cents. I always just estimate 3,000 because it's just easier to do the math that way. So yeah. And then taxes plus stimulus, that was $4,738. And then I didn't estimate anything because you never know, man. You never know. And then travel advance, I actually did not receive that because I had a day trip. So yeah. And then total income was $7,871.73. Let you know on this. And so the difference was plus 4,871 with 73 cents. And then bills were $426 with 2 cents. And again, I didn't count the $50. And the difference was $73.98, which is pretty good. And then spending, I spent $173.36. So that was difference of $26.64. And then work travel, I didn't spend any. And then I did send that money. And then total spent was again the $799 with 38 cents. So the difference was $100 with 62 cents. And then house savings was $6,000, which is super crazy, man. So the difference was $4,000. And then a rollover for May is a lot. It was $1,072. $35. And, you know, a big chunk of that is because of the California stimulus. So, yeah. And then, sorry, the difference was $972 with 35 cents, which is great. Yeah, that's kind of crazy, dude. Oy. I didn't really keep track very well this month, but I'm gonna go back and see if I remember some things. I worked out once. That was cool. I think my mood for the most was good. I think work anxiety is kind of starting to creep up again, but for the most part, good. And then for like all this stuff, I feel like I was kind of more focused on like making videos, and that was really fun. But yeah, I didn't really do a lot of other stuff. Okay, so for my tracker, I don't want to use that one. This is kind of crazy. So like this number is actually the number that I started off in January, but then I paid my car. And it's really crazy that like this amount of money I saved up. It probably took me like 2-3 years with intern money. And like now I'm back here, which is really cool. It's really cool. Obviously like part of it was like with stimulus stuff, but it's exciting. I need some advice, but I kind of just want people to be like, yeah, I think that's fine. So my house goal was to get a house where the monthly payment would be max $1,300, but it seems like I'm not going to be able to do that, because I have seen houses that are 200 and below 200, but then they end up going for way higher. Like a completely destroyed house will start off at that price point, but then it'll go up to almost 300, which is crazy. Okay, I have to go. But then my sister and mom started saying that they think that I can afford a $1,500 house. And at first I was like, that's like half of my paycheck. That's crazy. Why would I do that? Then I did the math and I feel like it works out, but I still kind of wanted to share that with you. So all of these are the same. And I added an internet bill for $50. My parents pay about $100, but that's because they have a phone line. And then I just left that as $150. So anyway, total was $675 with 99 cents. For food, my sister estimated $300. Not sure if that would be groceries plus fast food or if fast food would go into the fun category. But anyway, yeah. And then for transportation, I put $100, so that's $400. And so with all of this it's $2,575 with 99 cents. And in fun, I left the same as $200, and then cushion savings is $224.01. Anyway, that's what the scary part was, that I feel like this is kind of a little bit of money to have left over. But then I started realizing that like I kind of already do that, because for bills is $500, house savings is $2,000, and that's $2,500, and this is like pretty close. So I feel like it could work out, but then like it's different because, you know, yeah, I have $300 in cushion, but really I have $2,300 in cushion, you know, because this is still savings, even if it's like, you know, house savings. But anyway, so yeah, I guess that's kind of scary. And then also I have no idea if 300 is like good enough for groceries or not. I guess I'm just asking advice about the food and the cushion. The other thing is that this is the 4 lines, so I could potentially ask my mom if I just pay for mine, and that would give me a 324 cushion. Obviously this is just like a mock-up of what it would look like, but yeah, I don't know, like I'm feeling a little bit more confident about it, but at the same time I'm kind of like, oh my gosh, this is scary. So yeah, anyway. That's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. Bye.